How's it, folks? Now that you have gotten started on your Everspace 2 adventure, I thought I'd make another quick guide for tips that wouldn't have fitted in well with a beginner's video. As I'll try not to waste any of your time, let us get straight into it. Soon after getting into the starting area, you should unlock the next set of combat challenges, which include a risky one that requires you to complete a high risk area with no armor or shields. I did this one by using a railgun with the marksman perk that allowed me to pick the enemies off from over 4.5 kilometers away. Some may find that playstyle boring, but it is very safe, so if you're struggling to complete an enemy encounter, just try to outrange them. Speaking of unlocking challenges, make sure to keep track of them and work towards them when you can. Some of the rewards are amazing, especially the exploration challenge that requires you to visit enough locations and complete the location objectives that unlocks the ability to significantly speed up travel between the systems. If you are looking for easy location challenges to complete, then look for the question mark with the green area mission on the top left of your screen. Completing those count towards the challenge. And speaking of high risk areas, do the high risk areas whenever you get them. They're a lot of fun and you usually get good rewards and blueprints from them. There is also no real need to wait to do them later, as they disappear when you are over 3 levels above the high risk area. The level for the high risk area is based on what level you were when you picked it up. Speaking of challenges, early on you should have unlocked a combat challenge asking you to shoot the armor plates off of an Outlaw Overseer. These glow a little, but may be a bit difficult to spot, so I recommend going into photo mode when near the ship to see them, and use some sort of hit scan weapon to target those armor plates. You need to take care of the armor plates one by one before destroying the ships, so using an EMP to disable it may make it a little easier to attempt as well. I would also recommend turning off aim assist to make sure you are targeting the armor plate specifically. One of the NPC perks you can unlock will give you the ability to send some of your cargo back to your home base for you. This is a great way to stock up on trade commodities that will sell well in the first sector, and one of your companions will also require some commodities for their perk upgrades as well. I will sometimes buy out the stock of various goods at traders in the Prescott Starbase and then send them back to the home base. When the base storage fills up, I'll head back and make a couple of trading runs in system to sell everything. It's a decent way to make some creds. As I mentioned earlier with the flak cannon, its one shot will mine a mining node quite easily, but if you get a mining catalyst, add it to a beam laser and use it moving forward, as beam lasers have a 25% bonus increase to the mining catalyst bonuses you get. So it's significantly easier to farm the rarer resources you'll get from those mining nodes. Don't hold on to the device upgrades, as although there are a limited amount of them with one each level up, you are able to reset them using something called a memory recalibrator that you will also be able to craft later on. By the end of the game, it is possible to fully upgrade 7 devices with 1 free token left over. Once you have fully upgraded a device, it is also possible to master it, which unlocks 3 unique modes for the device and can significantly change one aspect of the device. If you wish to have a playstyle centered around your device abilities, then I recommend the Stinner, as its passive adds +1 to all device levels, ignoring the level cap, as well as an additional hardpoint for 5 seconds after each device use. The hardpoint would temporarily increase the DPS fire rate and energy consumption by 50% of your ship. Now that you are in the mid game, take your time, complete some challenges and try out new ships and weapon combinations. You can trade in ships for free at the same tier and upgrade them to a different tier by paying the difference, so there's no real need to be stingy and hold on to your credits. Some ships and playstyles you should at least try out are the Stinner ships I mentioned earlier, focused on ability use, the Vindicator ships that act as a sort of necromancer / summoner class, the gunship, which hits very hard but also has increased energy consumption, making each shot count, and the scout class that is great at a long range sniper combat. Just be careful because trader ship dealer stocks do change, so if you want to buy your old ship back, you may have to wait for the trader to sell it again. The game autosaves as you enter a new area, so if you are exploring and completing objectives in an area and it has taken a bit of time, maybe drop a manual save so if something happens, like you flying too fast into an asteroid and explode, definitely didn't happen to me, then you won't have to restart from the very beginning when you just entered the area. One last bonus tip, you can craft perk requirements as well. So if you're ever just short of a component to get that next perk, then just craft it, as it may be some time to find that specific component while exploring. And that should be enough to keep you moving freely on in Everspace too. Clap that subscribe button if you wish to see my future videos, as I also plan to make an in-depth video on the various ship types next. I hope you all have an amazing day, take care, and cheers for now.